Hello, everyone. I just wanted to do a review, sort of the 40th anniversary Darth Vader and compare it to the 6-inch, and then I believe that the Emperor's Wrath one is about the same. Maybe not, maybe a little bit of different. I think it's really the same body with just a different head sculpt. If anything, it looks actually like it might have the head sculpt that they put here. Is that they did a really good job. There's you can see the grayish right here on the face. Now let's compare that face with that. Now, for one thing, have you ever noticed how many? I have about 100 Vader figures where they use the silver chain. He never wore a silver chain in any of the movies. I went and checked and watched them. This one, of course, is the classic, and for me, it's been troublesome keeping him posed. The hip thigh joints came very loose, and then you've got the head problem where while it's nice to be able to see, oops, well, and here goes hips. See, while it's nice to be able to see the head, when you're turning and swiveling the head, sorry about that, you have to push down, and it doesn't really even move the head that well, so it's kind of troublesome. This now, they just scrapped that idea and they went with, and I'll show you right here, and he can go, oh yeah, he feels really good, real tight joint, and just like in the Rogue One, I think in Rogue One and definitely in the New Hope, you cannot see the chain. Now there were times where you see in the movies the little black chain, and that's why a lot of the Japanese makers do that. But anyway, I'll get into the paint job. Well, for one thing, first off, his robe is great. It goes right through, just like in the movie. They gave you a ton of cloth. So instead of you no longer have the little heavy thing to hold it down. You have just a lot of cloth, and he has a lot of tight joints. He has the hand, hand will move 360. He has the elbow joint, and then of course, what they did the best is finally he can actually lift his arm up straight. He can go straight back and up, because the actual pad, shoulder pad, goes in. It goes into, if you see, goes into it. So you can do that. And again, I want to mention that this was given to me by New Jersey Toys, or New Jersey Collectibles and Toys.com. They also have a brick and mortar, brick store, I'm sure. And they gave this to me just because I was really depressed that I wasn't able to get any 40th anniversary stuff. So this is my way of trying to pay them back. So for one thing, check out the boots. The paint app is dead on, and they don't just go for a solid uniform color. As you can see, there's grays and there's the black, and then you've got an actually proportioned cod piece. So if if we look at the old one, it wasn't too bad, but it was still a little big. And then of course you had to deal with the loose joints. These are not loose, but they definitely will go wide into any position you need to get him in. They have a thigh swivel, 360 thigh swivel. And then again, the paint job is dead on accurate to the movie. What's funny is on the card itself, it shows it reversed. Well, that's the way you know, it is with the movies. It would be a reverse look, but this is how it actually was, and so I gotta give Hasbro credit for that. Like I said, fully articulated. Any position you want to get them in. Here's one thing that's really cool: the lightsaber. Take a look at this. It's solid red, not orange. Not orange. It's red. I mean, look at that. That looks amazing, doesn't it? And one great feature is on the left hand. Instead of really making it useless, like here, it's kind of a wave, so I just kind of always place it like he's holding it. Here, you can actually put the lightsaber in it and or choose to have him as just choking. So they decided to make it like this, so you can. And yes, I'm sorry about my hands. Been working with turmeric all day. That's not too good to do. So I'll put this down in here. Look, and that part, hopefully I can edit that out. No, I'm not going to edit anything. It's just the way it is. Let's see. You know, I'm holding a phone and doing it one-handed. Alright, so there you go. And so once again, they made use out of his left choking hand, and he has definitive choking fingers out. So, like the Rogue One scene where he was ambidextrous, you get that out of it. So, and then you've got, you know, the material's a little shiny. That would be the only thing I would say negatively. It's a little shinier than Darth Vader was. But that's kind of cool, though, as a toy, or as a collectible, because after a while, it's going to become less and less so. So this is really great, and having the robe, the inner robe, is just perfect. So once again, look at the helmet. It is actually shaped like it's supposed to be. They went back and they said, oops, and they realized their mistake. So while I don't consider anything perfect, I have the Mafex, I have the Revolt Tech, I have the Elite. I would say right now this is a tie for, at least tied with the Mafex. Just because the Mafex comes with so many accessories and does have a double ball joint in the elbow and a bicep swivel. That kind of helps, for posing. But this is an amazing thing. Now, is it worth $4 or $40? If you like the idea of having the stand and everything, or if that's the only way you can get it and you've got the money, get it. If you're gonna wait, it seems quite likely, the way that they package them, that they're gonna just pull them out of the packages eventually and sell them just like the other ones, call it a different wave or something, and then it'd be probably $22 or so. But I just love how they got the front just right. And even here, if you look closely, this is the actual body. They actually made it look like cloth, like the leather that he was wearing, the leather suit Dave Prowse was wearing. So you get that fine-tuned look. I'd have to give this an A+ and say that Hasbro stepped up their game. They listened to people, and it's definitely worth the money. So I'm so happy that they sent it to me. Again, you can always call and ask Chris at njcollectiblesandtoys.com. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not getting it backwards. It's either toys and collectibles or collectibles and toys. I believe it's collectiblesandtoys.com. And I really want to thank them for really getting me out of a deep depression and sending me this and doing all that. And compared to these guys, honestly, that, you know, this one came to me with loose hips, and while it's not a bad figure, it's not an accurate figure. This one's great because of the head, but again, we have the problem, you know, and there were a few changes you can see, um, but the neck, you know, the neck chain and all that was done wrong, and they didn't do the robe over, so it was pretty much the same as this one. I would definitely, if you're a Star Wars fan, and especially if you're a Vader fan, get this. I mean, to be honest, you pay 40 for, I pay for a lot more than 40 sometimes for a Mafex one or a SH Fig Arts one. So until something better comes along, I think this is worth it, and this is a really great figure. So, and I'll go ahead and stand him up real quick for a last pose. Let's see how easily, and actually his feet are great. I mean, I could see, boom, that was that easy to stand him. And of course, you can drape however you want. I mean, it's so much cloth that you're actually going to probably spend some time so you don't make him look like Count Dracula. Anyway, thank you very much for, if you watch this. And thank you very much to Chris, and thank you to all the people at NJ, just spelling it out, NJ Collectibles and Toys.com. And I'm assuming the store name is probably New Jersey Collectibles and Toys. If you're around there, go see them. Go call them, look them up, send them an email. Very nice people, good, decent people, and I really appreciate this, because I would not have had it if it hadn't been for them. So, and I'm just noticing they even put in the gray sheen, a little bit of the gray sheen, the metallic that was on Vader's face that was used for the camera, you know, so that it would be that accurate. Wow, that's going to the detail. All right, so that's all I've got to say. It's great. The packaging, it was great. It was brutal to open it, but I just felt I needed to do it. So right now, I guess I have them in sort of a on guard thing going on, but oh, and one last thing, I forgot, his lightsaber does come out of the hilt, and you can hang the hilt on the side. Once you get past under his robe, once you get under his robes, or actually it's on the outer part of his robe, sorry about that, and right there is a little hook, and you can hang the lightsaber. So he is a complete Vader, probably, I would say, one of the best. I mean, Sideshow, of course, probably Hot Toys, they have, but when you're talking anything under $100, definitely have the best for me. And I appreciate your time. Thank you. Hope you like it. I know I screwed up, but first time making a review, so, and it was done in landscape mode. Have a good day.